has to compete in the group stage and moves on. What do we have? Oh boy. Get ready for some towers, my friend. It might be some towers. No Socotra. Now, I say get ready for some towers. I'll touch on that in a little bit because you actually don't have stone on this map. Let's introduce the teams. So, for SY, who's played incredibly well today, we have Mr. Yo in the teal as the flank, playing as the Celts. The pocket then is Vivi, playing as the Turks in the blue. Then the flank is Lix, playing as the Vietnamese. In the red, we have Saracens for Tato. In the yellow, pocket is Viper, playing as the Malay. And then in the green, we have Doubt, playing as Byzantines. This is very close quarters map. All your woods around the outer edge. You have golds, you have no stones, and the action is going to be important from the very beginning.
Keep up the good work.
You could see laming because SY knows where the opponent's TCs are, and you're going to see team walling very early. You see Yo now building this house. It's important to get walls up when you're so close so you can avoid the pressure. Dave.
Doubt's going to see that villager from Yo, though.
Oh,
maybe they
and
can
Yo doesn't have loom.
pick that off.
Up, and there's the
He's got the
signal.
hill bonus.
Yep. Yep.
He'll be fine.
She's going to survive now, yeah. What do you think about these civs, man? You almost always want to choose civs that have strong feudal age and castle age because it's tough to get to imp, right? And while I think Turks are better in the pocket position, I don't favor them too much on a map like this when you can't get trash. Byzantines can be incredibly strong versus them, which is what Doubt has. Byzantines can advance to the next stage faster as well, so you can have that faster Imperial if you get there. Viper is Malay, so he also advances faster to each age. Strong options with Malay. And then Saracens, they can use the market, and I've actually seen Saracen players going with a tower rush by buying stone. And look at Lix's map. Look at all the forward golds for both of these players.
Yep. And Tato is immediately walling, and Lix is trying to get a house down, but it's not going to happen, bud.
Lix is sending the scout, though. So with the scout, with the scout and the Vil, he might be okay. Tato is just catching up with his scout now. Viper's scout is nowhere near. Vivi's might be a little bit closer, just trying to look on the mini-map. The forward walls are important.
Yeah, they are. Do you remember that one game with Nabs where I think you were just talking about it, where they bought stone for the towers?
Yes.
And they just secured map control, and even though they had worst villager count, they just had the map control, and the map is so small. Like, space is such an advantage here.
And that's why people are fighting with villagers, and that's why pockets are sending their scouts. It's that important. It's not just that, it is also the fact that there are forward golds here to control, and there's hills. So controlling the hills, the golds, and just map in general will be so important. And is Lix sending more vills?
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh man, this reminds me of a Black Forest game. This is what you do versus Fat Slop, guys. Oh my god, those walls! What in the world? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 vills forward for Lix. And he's trying to wall here. This is sloppy. This is sloppy. But again, this is what SY excel in. They excel in the sloppiness. And I guess he's going to get the wall up. I still don't agree with it, though. I feel like this is far too many vills invested into this, not collecting resources.
Is that a vill pick there? No, he just got it in his TC, okay.
But man, those walls are aggressive.
They are.
This is an expert Age of Empires game, guys. This does not normally happen. Now look at Tato. He's like, yeah, you're not going to full wall this. I'm going to build a house. And now Lix is going to run through.
Lix is like, yes, I will.
He's like,
he's going to wall them in.
Oh, what is happening, man? His eco is such a wreck.
Wood. Yeah, he doesn't have the wood to continue walling here, and Tato's trying to wall him in.
Oh my god! Oh my god, he's trapped! Oh my god! Hold on, can he make it out? Tato, you need to build another house. Oh, this is epic. Yes! This is epic! He walled in all the villagers. They have no way out. You better start chopping wood, Lix. Because that's your only way out of this. He was just baited. Can we get the baited spam? He got baited into this prison. And I was already stressing how all of these villagers weren't bringing in resources. Now they for sure were not bringing resources. What weird play on the flank. We didn't even talk about the fact that Yo has gone for a Drush versus Doubt. And Doubt might be going into archers. We didn't get to talk about too much.
There's 7 villagers trapped.
It's fine, chat. He's gonna hit the house and he'll be fine. He just has to run the whole way around then. Oh, this is so good. So good. Vivi's about to hit feudal. Viper's about to hit feudal, so they're gonna be sending some pressure.
Licks can go up now.
Now, Licks sending more vills forward. You would think he would quit at this point, but no.
Oh, Tato's trying to wall him in behind. Tato got him again. He got him again.
Wait, hold on though. Like, this is just ridiculous, man. Is it really even worth it to do that if you're Tato? Oh, that's so funny. The double
Now,
Vill prison.
And he's sending a villager around to wall that again, if he can get around.
Yeah, he's gonna, and Lick sees it, and Lick, this is ridiculous, man. This is one of the most ridiculous starts I've seen to an Age of Empires game. And I think
and now Licks is walling him in. He's walling that chicken.
What the hell? Oh man, this is so good. This is so good. I don't even want to look at the other players, in all honesty. Tato has 5 more vills, but he's not going to have feudal age. Unfortunately, Licks won't be able to build towers. Goodness gracious. I mean, elsewhere, Viper, he now has vills, and he's trying to go right towards Licks. He's trying to batter his way in with a forward archery range. Now, Vivi's going to need to send some help with scouts, and he has done so. Oh, what a wild game. You know, this might be a mistake from Viper trying to attack Licks because he knows all about the walls. Licks has like no eco. He has no barracks. He has no plan for feudal. He's just there, existing. And
I don't think he realized that he had no stone. Like, I think he just kind of assumed he could drop towers. Oh, he denied the wall from Tato as well.
This is
going
insane.
In at the bottom side.
You know what? If he was Incas, he would have won this game. He would have just got defense upgrade on his vills and just vill fought. Viper interests me. The fact that he built his archery range so aggressive interests me. Because he's not getting through.
He wants map control.
Yeah. But at the same time, he won't be able to defend himself too easily. That being said, he's pretty far away from the action, and his economy looks safe. We are seeing archers for Doubt, and remember Yo went with a Drush, which we barely looked at. Yo is adding his own archers now as Celts, but he's behind in numbers. And I would say this is a better position for Tyrant in a must-win game for them. But I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Is Tato even ahead? He's ahead 6 vills. But when he clicks up to feudal age, his TC will be idle. Okay, well, it's scouts from Doubt and scouts from Viper, the only 2 that have military for Tyrant. It is archers for Yo. It is scouts for Vivi. So I prefer the melee and ranged combo over the 2 ranged. Viper's not going to get into Yo's base. Okay, and now Doubt's gold is being pressured. So, a little bit of an uneasy time for Doubt. Though he's sending his archers now, getting fletching. He already has that. Can Yo get through to this wood line? The wood line's all around this ring, chat, so it is going to really be difficult if units find your wood line. I think this is good for Tyrant, though. No upgrades on these scouts. This is good for Doubt and
Viper.
Yeah. They just have far too many units. And that's why I was confused when Yo went for a Drush. I think going straight archers is so much better. And now he's behind in numbers, and this army is trapped. Gonna try and get away and maybe trade, but Viper and Doubt are not gonna let this happen. So I hear...
Yeah, Vivi's at the front of Doubt's base now, clearing up some archers, but he can't really support... Yeah, that army's dead at the back.
Yeah. And you don't want to transition into skirms when you're Turks because you don't get elite skirms. So that's pretty much all on Yo. Let's look at Tato.
I think Tato's going fast castle, right?
This is
Or not
pretty
fast
ridiculous.
castle,
This
but
is
just castle.
This is either fast imp or this is really slow castle because he's at 38 pop. This feels like a fast imp of some kind.
He needs a market. He's Saracens, right?
Yeah, it's almost not good enough for fast imp. I mean, he has a lot of... No, it's good enough for fast imp. It's just, I'm confused by this entire game, chat. It's so weird. You know, that might not be too bad because Lix hasn't been able to do anything. Lix, in my opinion, should have gone immediately towards a sling. Immediately start slinging resources to Vivi, and then Vivi could go for the faster knights.
Is Lix going up to Castle Age soon? Like, what is happening? Oh, he's going coinage. Okay. I was
So
wondering why
sling.
he's
He is going to sling, okay.
banking food. Okay.
Yeah, so coinage reduces the tax on sending resources. Fatslob will not be confused. Yeah, can we get some T90 walls in the chat for the start to this game? I know Fatslob somewhere is watching and is proud. So Viper on the way up. It'll be a feudal age conflict between Yo and between Doubt. But even though Doubt is countered by the skirms, he has the hill, and the most important thing is if Viper just adds a stable, which he's done, all of these skirms are useless for Yo.
Yep.
So in 1v1, if someone goes straight archers, you can counter it with skirms. In team games, you can't easily go with skirmishers because someone else can send a few scouts or knights, and then your army's dead. So having archers is much better for Tyrant. And I'd say the position currently is much better for Tyrant. But it'll be down to Vivi and Viper for a while because they'll be the only Castle Age players.
I mean, Doubt just has to hold that hill, right? And
Yeah.
Same thing for Yo. It's whoever controls that hill is winning that side. And right now, Doubt's winning it. Tato is also getting coinage.
So it's just a massive sling. Look at his resources.
And he's Saracens as well, so he can like buy stone or whatnot if he wants to sling someone stone.
He could sling Viper to imp, honestly.
Yeah. And Viper's going Monastery Siege Workshop.
I think that's what
That's
we're
the
gonna
plan.
see. He'll either sling Viper or he'll sling Doubt to castle.
Uh-oh, Yo's trapped. Uh-oh.
Oh, and the monastery for Vivi being denied. Yo can't do anything, but in come the knights from Vivi, luckily. The monastery was just delayed and not denied. Tato sending all those resources to Doubt. Okay, and Doubt immediately clicks to castle. So it will not be imp. It will be 2 Castle Age players versus 1. And honestly, even now, this is looking pretty good for Tyrant. So that sling, maybe a good decision. Lix is sending resources to Vivi, though. And Vivi getting +2 defense.
Great move. Tato buying stone to make a watchtower on the golds from Lix.
Oh, that
Great
is
move.
smart. And they have
Veteran
to know that
play.
Lix is slinging now. They have to know that, so... I think the tower could have been placed a little bit better.
Good mangonel shot from Viper, taking out a bunch of Yo's skirmishers before he can get up to Castle Age. The elephants as well, I don't know what SY is going to do against those.
Well,
They don't really have a counter to it.
yeah, the response would be to convert those elephants, but you cannot convert elephants when there's archers sitting right next to your monastery. Vivi's building placement was counting on the fact that Yo would be able to hold that hill, that they would be able to hold that hill, and that has not happened. So this monastery is kind of out of position now, and I don't see the monks really contributing too much. Now, Yo is on his way to Castle Age as well, but again, he doesn't really have the best unit comp. He does not have a big ball of archers to upgrade. He just has skirms. And, oh, Doubt has the resources to go to Imp, Dave. So Doubt will be the one to go to Imp because he's getting the sling and he's Byzantine. So not only will he click up to Imp once he gets his buildings, but he's going to have a ridiculous number of resources in the bank.
Yeah.
Well, can SY bring this back? Because everywhere I look, it just seems difficult for them. And maybe the play is to hit Tato, the one that's slinging.
That's what Vivi's doing.
And Tato, unfortunately, there was a hole in his wall here, but he's fine. He's stonewalling, pulling the fat slob, and he's going to protect his eco. which is essentially Doubt's eco at this stage. So Doubt has 40 of his own villagers, then he has 47 from Tato slinging him resources. So he will be an imp with a 90 villager eco. Oh, it's crazy. I like how Viper's killing his own knights because he's so confident. He knows he doesn't need them. So this would be the time for a big engagement for Vivi. He needs to engage in Viper without the
he's
monks
getting
here.
so many converts.
2 conversions. Vivi can't push in everywhere you look. SY is behind. Wow. Such a contrast to games 1 and 2. Big contrast between games 1 and 2. I mean, looks like there's very little chance here for SY. I don't see how there can be a miracle. Doubt gonna take this hill. He can get Arbalest. So many crossbows and monks then from Viper. Viper has a Mangonel to deal with these skirmishers from Yo. Yo is doing next to nothing to contribute to keeping his team in this because he can't. And Vivi, with some wonderful pathing, losing a few villagers there. Vivi's on the way to imp himself now, but the sling is so much stronger.
Can they trap this?
That's a good point. If they come
and there's a
behind.
Mangonel coming out from Vivi. Hit him!
Oh, you're right. Now, look at the timing on this. Viper getting redemption. So they know this could be coming. They know the Mangonels could kill everything here. So Viper's getting redemption so he can convert the Mangonels. This will be huge. And Doubt thinking, yeah, I want to upgrade my units before I fight. So good luck, Viper. I'm going to run away. I guess the answer is they won't be able to trap it. Tyrant recognized that SY was trying to come around behind and they just ran away. So still looking very good for Tyrant.
They're not going to like that Imperial Age notification right there.
Nope, they will
They're not going to like that at all, but here comes the crossbow!
The Doubt Micro, the conversion from Viper! Viper gets 2 conversions on the Mangonels. Redemption was so big, and now SY says, he's an imp. We gotta fight before he gets upgrades, so we better hope this works out for us. And even though they're killing some units, it's just not looking like this will be good enough. Doubt has played this so well here. He's splitting away from the Mangonel again, and he'll just micro down the Mangonels that are left because he has the extra attack. And though Vivi is going to hit imp, Vivi has 12 military versus the 50 of Doubt. I don't see how they can do anything now. It's just a matter of time until Yo starts to take some damage from Doubt. And all of Doubt's units push forward. And now Viper's on the way to the Imperial Age, and he's melee. So he will soon be there. 80% faster.
And he's still got monks too.
Yeah.
To the Cavalier.
Yep.
Be coming in from Vivi.
Great stuff. It was just about not losing there again for Tyrant. And they did everything right. SY tried to take that important engagement before Doubt got upgrades. But I've seen this map a couple times. Byzantine's probably one of the best picks for it. We were questioning the Civ draft from SY in the beginning. I think the last 2 games they've run out of options, I think. And now a forward castle from Doubt, which he either had to purchase or Tato purchased and sent to him. I'm not sure, but
look at his military count,
wow.
man. 60 military, so many arbalists. The Mangonels won't have an impact on that. You just snipe those. That's not going to be a Doubt castle.
And on other maps, chat, you can run. You could fall back. You can't do that here. Where's Yo gonna go? He's gonna run right into trees. And though he might be a good forest nothing player, he can't cut that fast. I can guarantee you that.
Viper's an imp. They're not gonna like the looks of that.
And he's
Monk
getting
text.
block printing, so he'll have more range. He can convert these Cavalier over top the wall. So just like we saw before the Imperial Age, or right when Doubt hit the Imperial Age, SY's in the same position. They need a big engagement. They need a big cleanup, and I think they have one more opportunity. If it doesn't happen, then the game is Tyrant's. The Mangonels won't even do anything. The Mangonels have 7 range. With block printing, the monks have 12. It's all on Mr. Fat Dragon. Can he do it? I think it's going to be tough. Especially,
it's just the pathing here. There's nowhere to take a good engagement. There's choke points everywhere they can retreat to. Like, they have to catch Doubt unawares completely, and Viper has to not get any conversions.
Exactly.
The only way they win a fight.
That's the big deal here. I think that the engagement would have already been taken if Viper didn't have the monks. But Viper has the monks, which means that for every monk he has, he could soon have Cavalier once the engagement happens. So they just have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And even though Yo is gonna start his Forest Nothing journey, he it's still not the time. Or maybe it is. Here we go. Let's see if Viper can get conversions. Oh, this is such a good position for Tyrant because the Cavalier can't get in close to the monks.
Oh my god.
That's gotta be the game right there. That's gotta be the
BB
game.
got Heresy?
Oh, he did get Heresy, but still, even with Heresy, even though Viper doesn't get the Cav, it's game. Now, that game was special in all the wrong ways for SY. Like, what was Lix even thinking there?
BB's still in here.
Like,
I am the dragon.
I am that dragon. I like how he always creates a couple more units. Well, it was just weird from Lix. I gotta credit Tato, of course, for the jail he built for the Vils. That was hilarious, and that's definitely clip worthy. But like, why? I get the map position is important, but I think he overcommitted towards that. The sling was also much better from Tato, and the team play was much better from Tyrant. Yo's Drush was a bit weird. I think that it slowed down his Archer production, and Doubt just was ahead from that point. And then Viper and Vivi both did good as pockets. Vivi just couldn't catch up for the fact that Lix was behind and Yo was behind.
I think, yeah, I think Yo being behind was a bigger deal because Lix wasn't that far behind.
Yeah, I think
Like,
the Vils
by
were
the time they
relatively
started
level.
slinging, like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, well, here's the KD. Doubt did very well. I think the civs were so weird for SY as well, but that only goes back to the civs they picked, right? So you can't call civ win in a tournament when you pick the civilizations. Also, when you know the map is going to be something like that, Byzantines would be an excellent, excellent pick to have. So game 5, this is what I wanted, and we're getting it. First 2 games, amazing victories for SY. I would say the first 2 games were probably the best games of this best of 5.
Yeah, this one's going to be the best game, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a treat.
It.
It's going to be a treat. So we have 3 civs left for both teams, and we have 1 game left. Whoever wins this game advances past the group stages. And guys, this is just the group stages. Just the group stages. And the games are this good.
Let's see what civs are left.
Yeah,
Aztecs,
You're having a good day.
Portuguese, Turks.